Hey y'all, so I'm back to finish this cover because, believe it or not, I found all of my really super thin leathers that I was looking for. Thank goodness, because I finished up the Advent journal over here on YouTube, the one we've been working on, and I needed it for there, and I also needed it for this, so thank goodness I found it. So this is going to be perfect. Look at this. Perfect. And I want all these, like all this raw edge and everything. I'm keeping all of that. And see how it looks just wrapping around the book. I am even going to keep that bit. And so we're just going to go ahead and get this on here. I'm going to cover the whole thing. I just love that. That's like so perfect for this journal. Oh my goodness. So what we're going to do is... Now, the only way I'm going to be able to get this thing to kind of have a bit of a live edge is to try to rip it. So I'm going to lay it down where I think I want it, like that. And this tears pretty easily, and so I'm going to see whether or not I can... Oh, I know what I need to do. Let me go ahead and let me figure out, what do I want to do? Let me just go ahead and cut it larger than what's needed. And then we're going to just, I think what I'm going to do is just come down and just kind of take that bit off so I can get rid of this larger sheet. So that leaves me with trying to just try to duplicate this edge. I don't quite know how I'm going to do it, but let me just get it to where I know it needs to be. It needs to break about right there. And let's just see if we can tear. Yeah, see, it tears easily. So using this straight edge, I can kind of tear like a little funky edge. Cool. There we go. And then right here, let me see. So I want this to be like that. So we get that nice little funky edge. So here, I just need to come in a bit. Same thing. Let's just see if I can just get it going. Tear this little live edge. Okay, so we're just going to be able to pull this live edge like that. That worked well. See, this very thin. It's like super thin leather. It's almost like a veneer. If you ever come across this stuff, grab it up. It's like so thin. But it's beautiful for this kind of work we're doing. It collages so nicely. It's perfect like in collaging when you want that extra texture, because it goes down just flat like a piece of paper. So you don't get that like really weird, you know, difference in edge. Okay, so looky here. Oops, you okay, buddy? Okay, that's perfect. Oh, don't you love it? I'm so glad I found this. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue her up. And... okay, I'm going to use, honestly, I think I'm going to use the Giotto. I don't want to put a lot of water in this, and we know that it's sticky enough to really do a good job of holding stuff. So let's just see. How well we get this done. Then what I'm going to do is just put a little extra on the book. And any places that I miss, then we'll just put some we'll use a little bit of the glitter glue stick it in underneath stuff. So just gluing it up. Okay, so put this around. Okay, let me clean my hands because I want to touch this leather, but my hands are gluey, sticky. Okay. All right. So let's start off by just putting it down and doing this. Alrighty. Oh, this is perfect. But you know, if you can't, I mean, obviously, probably a lot of you won't have this leather, but you can definitely, if you want to work with some leather, go to the thrift store and look for the super thin leather that may be on a blouse, or, you know, like obviously, like a jacket or something will be too thick. But it may not be. I mean, you just get something that's supple. As long as it's supple, the main thing about it, even if it's a little on the thick side, when you put glue, especially like a PVA, like a white glue on leather, it really does. You'd be amazed at how it is very pliable. It'll really, open this like this. It really does soften up and adhere so nicely to stuff. But main thing is, just like they say, find some good leather. That's really soft, supple stuff. I have used that for years in binding books and stuff like that, and it just works really well. So let me see. Pushing this forward, the glue. Oh, look at that. And when I was looking at this whole thing, trying to decide, when I found the leather and stuff, see, it's just that easy. And using this, it's perfect. This is just great. Look at that. I love all the little janky edges. Of course, you know we love all of that. And I originally did like the red, so to be able to keep the red is perfect. And just seeing bits and pieces of the original cover under there is nice. It really does give it like it's an old book or something like that look to it. And the only thing I would like is, I still want something on the cover, but I don't know what yet. Like, I'm just going to find that perfect piece. I'm not going to rush it. I don't know, something old world, something that maybe, I don't know, looks like an old found souvenir or something or the other. I really don't know, but I know I'm going to come across it, and when I do, I will put it on the cover of this book. But up until now, I mean, aside from that, we are done with her. I know this is going to be a shorter video, but I wanted to show you guys the finish of the book with me getting the leather on there. So if you wanted to do a similar thing, but of course you can do this with fabric. How cool would it be? Yeah, to wrap fabric around it. Oh, I just love it. Even if you happen to have an old passport cover or something like that, and the book itself wasn't good, or you only had a bit of something that even looks like a passport cover, you could actually glue that on the front. You know, like just going on Pinterest and finding old passport covers or something, photocopying it and putting a bit of that on there. I mean, there's so much you could do with the cover. I'm going to just kind of, I'll know that little piece when I see it. But in the meantime, one of the things I did want to do is I have this lace. I'm always collecting vintage lace, and this is some that I already had. You can see it's just really pretty. I mean, it's like you can tell when the lace is hand done. I mean, I know a lot of you ladies probably have, why isn't this not, there we go, have dealt with this kind of thing over time. But look at this. I've had this for a while. But what I did the other day, so talking about moving into next year, and a number of you said you like the ideas that I've been putting out for next year. I'm sharing a lot of the ideas that have come from you guys as well, like having a found objects segment of it. And I think I'll even do where I go and find the objects and the whole thing. We talked about that. So, because I haven't, I mean, one of the things, you know, like people say, like, what are some of your greatest skill sets? One for me is definitely, I have a really keen eye. Like, I can go in a place, for some reason, I can find the treasure in the trash heap. I've always been like that. And so that served me well, even when one of my very first jobs was I did provenance. I wrote provenances for an art gallery, a really high-end art gallery in D.C. up on Connecticut Avenue, sort of like the Gold Coast of Northwest Washington. And, okay, so my dog, he's doing his little allergy coughing thing. Sorry about that. But anyway, and I love that job. It was like this old mansion. It was like 4 floors, and the owner was Peter Colasanti, and he had, that place was packed with Kerman Shaw rugs, Family Rose, like 4-foot high Family Rose vases, and just, you can't believe it. It was like a treasure trove for me, and it was the best job because all I got to do was sit around all day, research the items, and write the provenances for them, type them up, and give them to Peter, and he put them on all of the different pieces, and we had a book so that when a client wanted the piece or wanted to know more about it, it was all written up and ready to go. I love that job. Are you kidding? All day long working in a mansion full of the most beautiful items that you just got okay, Aston? All right, buddy. Okay. Okay, he's fine. I know it sounds terrible. We have him on medicine. He's gotten the allergy stuff. It's getting better. Anyway, so, and so just to be able to have that kind of fun, and really it helped me to, really, it helped me to have a keener eye. So anyway, I say all that because I was going into the, so he's better now. So anyway, I just have the best luck. So I went into this thrift store just a few days ago, about a week or so ago. I was hanging out with my girls, and my daughter was looking for, she was looking for a Halloween costume. Well, she wanted to go, she was dressing up as, what's her name? Nikki, I can't remember her name. No, something, Nicks. She's with the band. Oh, I feel so bad because Stevie Nicks. I normally always just comes out of my mouth. And so she was looking for some really funky Stevie Nicks thing. So while she was doing that, I was walking around, and I came across in this section, as I'm walking up on it, my eye went ding, 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 like the Bionic Man. It's just like was boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh my God, that looks like a bag of like really beautiful hand done lace. Well, it was. And it's like Irish linen lace or something. It's all linen. It is gorgeous. And believe it or not, this whole basket, this bucket right here that I did, full of it. This was all in one bag. Can you believe it? It was all in one bag. I mean, this stuff is gorgeous. It's very old. You can tell it's really, really old. I mean, this thing doesn't stop. It goes on and on and on. All the way down. Just beautiful, beautiful lace. So I'll be working these into some projects. But would you believe this whole bag was, guess. You're not going to be able to guess. The whole bag was $3.99. Can you believe that? $3. And I was like, oh my God. And then when I grabbed it up, I made sure that I kind of stuck it in my cart underneath some other stuff I had. Because you know, you're walking around, and I just didn't want like somebody to just kind of like, well, I wasn't paying attention, kind of like poke it off because, so this is going to work. So when we work next year, we're going to actually be working with foraging things. And I mean, this is just gorgeous. And then using them back down in our art and really stepping up the level of the collages, the art we make, so that we can actually take things to the next level. For those who want to be able to sell your work, you want to be able to, you know, have archival stuff, just beautiful stuff. And you don't have to spend a lot of money for this. We can find this stuff so easily. And so one of the things I can do is, you know, when we talk about things like this, I can even talk about how you spot the good stuff over the not so good stuff. So I thought that would be fun. It'll help with our foraging. It'll help with bringing in really beautiful, authentic things into your work so that when you share your work, be it gifting, be it just for your own enjoyment, also, you can really authenticate your work and know that you've got some really cool, stuff in there. So I was thinking about one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some of this to the edge so that I get this live edge. Like, I like that. So for instance, let's just go ahead and cut this bit off. And we got to use it. We have to use this stuff. So I want to fray that edge a bit. Oh, look how it frays. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. See that? Just get that little rough, tattered look right off. So I'm probably going to go back through and do a little bit of this stuff in this journal as well, just to add a little bit more of that old world kind of charms. I wanted to show you guys that as well. I'm going to use the Giotto because I know this stuff works so well. I'm just going to put it on one edge. Let me just put it here. I think it's better. Let's just put it here. Really dig it in. And so we'll put that down like this. And then just press it in because this Giotto will just dry beautifully. Oh my goodness, look at that. So just adding that extra, because remember this one, I knew I wanted to do something else to it. And then it hit me because the color of the lace is just so gorgeous with the pieces. So, oh my God, look at that. Just yummy. So just putting that little bit there, just having that little bit, hanging out with the leather and what have you is just the best. The best. So I wanted to share that with you guys as well. Just, as I'm thinking about next year, planning it out, I just want to incorporate more of what I do as an artist into the group, because it seems like you guys really, really would love to have more. I love to share more. And so since we have a lot of technique already in here, and we'll definitely be doing more technique. I'm even trying to set up so that I can do some encaustic wax and cold wax, as well as the hot wax for those who want to do the hot wax. If you don't, cold wax is really beautiful. It's non-toxic. I mean, it's not as toxic. It's really not toxic. I mean, it's like working with paint. And incorporating that in. So, oh, it's nice. I like this, the way the leather is drying. You can see that there's like a little seal that's underneath there. So it's kind of like, that's cool. So keep on sharing your thoughts with me. But I just had to show you guys this. It's like, this stuff is incredible. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I think there's even some lace collars. Like this piece right here, I don't know if it looks like they made it to go with a linen handkerchief in the middle. You see? It's like because it doesn't stop. It's like it's laced even the corners. See, they're not joined. They're not sewn. And I thought, wow, how cool would that be to put that down and use it and then do a collage in the middle of it, like one of my burrow collages or something, and just have this really, but using like old world letters and papers and stuff like that in here. I don't know. I just could see on a piece of handmade paper. Oh my God, I just think this would be gorgeous. So those are some of my ideas. Anyway, so we'll go on to continuing to flesh out our projects. I guess that's everything. All right, guys, won't take up any more of your time. Just wanted to finish this off, share some more of the ideas. Keep on sharing with me the different things, or maybe techniques, different ideas that you'd like for me to work through. I know cold wax and caustics are really a big thing. A lot of people like caustics, and when it's taught, it's like a ton of money that you pay for those courses. It's almost like people try to keep it a secret. But I think that it'll fit in with the work that we're already doing, our grunging, our staining and stuff. So the Let me know if you guys have been interested in encaustic coal wax and hot wax. I'm setting my my garage up now for more videos out there, and that's where I would do that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's just keep on sharing. Love you guys' ideas. Please keep on sharing with me the best of like what you love, what you'd like to see less of next year, what you want to see more of. I'm totally open. You know, this is kind of like our little club here. And we all want to be happy in here. So we'll just make room for all of the ideas. Alrighty? Love you guys so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.